in the starting lineup is Trey Burke. And Trey Burke, very disappointed in himself for missing those free throws in the game on Saturday night at the very end there, but comes through to lead the Knicks back in the third quarter with a huge third quarter, 13 points, finished with 19 in this game. And early on in the game, you're going to show here what he was doing against Bledsoe and how he was able to get some baskets.
Yeah, and we talked about how he needs to be aggressive. He can score. That's his M.O. You know, he was a scoring point guard. He always has been. He's doing a good job of running the team, but this is what he's capable of doing. Now, freeze it off right there. Off the screen, he comes off the screen. Cantor's rolling to the basket, so he's occupying the big. Burke has this whole lane to get to the basket and finish with whatever kind of shot he wants. Now watch what he does. He's about 6 feet, so he's a little bit smaller than most point guards. So he's giving up some size. Go ahead and run it. Now he continues to get to, look at that little bump right there. That's how he gets the space. And what I love about Trey is the left hand. Look at that. That is impressive because you don't bring the ball back to the shot blocker who's right under here. You use your left hand. It's a good angle to get it off the glass and just lay it in. That's a good, strong move, and that's what he's got to do. I firmly believe that down the stretch of games, pick and roll has to be the go-to play for this team. They have to figure out a way to put the ball in his hands, space the shooters, run pick and roll with Cantor, and let Trey Burke initiate offense down the stretch. It's a tough play to guard, and Trey Burke has been making very good decisions in the pick and roll.
And a key part of that play also was having Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner filled, so Brogdon had to stay on him, which left that left side of the paint opened up. All right, well, some changes you can make in the starting lineup might include Mario Hezonja, a former lottery pick and a guy that made a case for minutes as he had himself a very strong game off the bench. What was he doing so well?
I just liked his aggressiveness. That was the key. You know, when you're a scorer, you need to get volume shots up. You need to, get looks at the basket. Now, this is good ball movement from the Knicks. Vonleh doesn't force it. Trier gets it to the open man in Hezonja, and he had made a few threes. Now, freeze it there. Good pump fake. Onto the Kumpo, gone. Little flyby. Hezonja dribbles over to the basket. Brook Lopez is a big shot blocker. So what does Hezonja do? He doesn't force the action, just like Trey Burke. He gets to his spot. He's about 6'8", 6'9", so nobody can contest a little 10-foot jump shot if he pulls up. And, Brook Lopez has got to stay under the basket to defend. This is good offense by Hezonja. And that's a good mid-range shot that he's going to knock down. He didn't charge. He was under control. He used his ability to escape dribble and get to the basket and get to his open spot and knock down a shot. That's how you score 18 points off the bench. He knocked down some threes. He got to the basket. He got to the free throw line. Knocked down the mid-range game. That was a complete game. Now the question with him is, can he back it up game after game after game? We've seen it once in a while, but the consistency has to come, and I think the consistency will come with consistent minutes. The coach has to trust him to play him 30 minutes to give him that opportunity to have games like this.
Right, and then 30 minutes, what he earned in this game, that also gives you confidence and the confidence to take 16 shots in this game to get himself to the 18 points.